Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, check, check. What you saying, guys? What's going on? Blessings, blessings. Rebel Advocate back in the building again. What's going on? Everyone all right? Yeah? Who's here anyway? First thing, who's there? Anyone there?
Yo, what's good,
Yo.
guys?
Who's that? Both of you or one at a time? Who's that? Artie and Johnny, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye, aye. Blessing you, man, all right?
Good. Yourself?
Cannot complain, old chap. Cannot complain.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
I want to hear something funny though. You know what though, yeah? That movie, you should have watched that movie so then man could have had something funny. You get me?
You have to catch it soon.
But it's
You
okay. Let's hopefully you can watch it by next week Wednesday. How about that, sir?
Yeah, I should watch it by then.
Coolio. Right. Social media and the usage in the UK, effects and implications. Is there any? What do you think? Right. We're gonna talk about social media in the UK and its effects, associated effects. Social media platforms have become an integral part of people's lives, transforming the way individuals communicate and share information and interact with each other. However, it's crucial to examine both positive and negative implications of this widespread usage. So, do we got any positives, guys, for the social media?
Positives, I'd
Is there
say
anything positive?
positives. I reckon keeping in contact with old school friends,
Mm-hmm.
family, close knit family. If you wanna post certain events that you're doing, and there is positives. To me, the negative outweighs the positive because you get a lot of.
We're gonna go through the negatives after, definitely. Let's deal with the positives first, though, old chap. Any more than that?
Like I said, to me, no, but those few things, that is a big thing. Keeping in contact with close knit family and friends, old school friends and stuff like that.
100%. Artie.
Yeah, I agree sort of on those guidelines as well. The main thing for me, like you could keep in contact with old pals, sort of maybe who've moved abroad. I think for those real reasons, not necessarily if they're in the UK, you know what I mean, moreover, but in the abroad. So with those things, yeah, I could put the family and friends in with it as well. But yeah, so as a positive for me, there ain't that much really that positive to it. You know what I mean? It's just like that's one of the main things is to
the communication and networking.
Yeah, it's like a little network, isn't it? And you can network a little bit with maybe friends about stuff and projects if you share similar interests and stuff like that.
Yeah, locally and globally.
Yeah, exactly. But and so those issues there are decent. But yeah, apart from that, not too much more going forward. You know what I mean?
We've got information sharing. That's a big win. So for example, if there was a riot over here, you understand, social media will post different things than what the news would say, right? You know that stuff, innit? We're getting the more that. What about business? We've got business opportunities as well, innit?
Yeah, exactly. Like you were saying earlier, teach you sort of form of networking and stuff. You can work alongside with people online who have similar interests, and you know what I mean, sort of operate like that. And I suppose arguably that's simpler sometimes, especially even if it's UK, if they're in other parts of Britain, you know what I mean, you can just do things online, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a big thing to network on the social media. You to get globally, worldwide people to look at your whatever you're selling. This is unheard of back in the days. You'd have to pay a shitload of money to get all that stuff, innit? All right, negatives, Artie.
Negatives. General toxic. It gets too toxic. I think people spend far too much time sort of engulfing in like an online world and all these online sort of virtual friendships.
Oh, okay,
yeah, and sort of the reality of that is you might have 350 friends on Facebook, which, like you said, we did speak earlier about keeping old contacts, but a lot of those 350, if you went through them one by one, like how many do you actually talk to and said anything to them over the past sort of 6 months to a year? You know what I mean? And it's that sort of thing. It's like a virtual friend thing, isn't it? Like you're not really, in some aspects, sort of formulating proper friendships. And I think people get too toxic. I'm sure you've seen stuff or heard stuff. People sort of, even though you can keep in contact with family and friends, there's a flip side to that as well. Some people like spill all their beans on social media. You know what I mean?
Cyberbullying. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go on, Johnny.
Yeah, like I was gonna say earlier, like you said, the cyberbullying, the trolling, people like what Artie said, people indulge in it too much, where that's their life, isn't it? Like it's just yes, and you could say you got people that see celebrities and they want to be like them and doing everything celebrities are doing and stuff like that, and it just, yeah, you just look at it and just think, to me, the negatives outweigh the positives in it. But there are a lot of positives in it. But to me, the trolling and stuff like that is just it's not necessary in it, but people do it in it.
Also, privacy in it. They got extensive collecting of personal data by these platforms in it. They always collect a lot of stuff and try and sell it or something, don't they?
Yeah.
Yes, it's almost weird if you've ever had a situation where you've looked online for something, like a pair of trainers or jeans, whatever, just say jeans or clothes, and then on your Facebook profile and something like that, you'll see some little marketing things coming down there, you know what I mean, for like jeans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
Because he had massive issues, didn't he, Mark Zuckerberg, with it? He's been up in court several times, hasn't he, on charges about selling data and stuff, you know what I mean?
Hustling and trying to
make
people think, oh shit, it's some magic. Look, I was just thinking about that, and I can see it on my
you know
Facebook
what I mean?
Stuff, yeah.
Exactly, and also you guys know, you've seen it all over, the online racism, isn't it, that goes on all these platforms as well now.
What about the addiction and time consumption?
Time consumption, I think, is massive, isn't it? I think the amount of time that people spend on it, like I said earlier, is criminal. It's almost like that is their family, isn't it?
Yeah. It goes under that. What is it? Neglect of real life relationships. They start believing this is madness, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Remember, there was a movie about it. I can't remember I think it was that guy, in it, from what was that movie, man, with the Russian Russell Crowe? I mean, with Russell Crowe in the fighting thing. You remember the fighting thing? And he played Caesar. This guy, he played Caesar, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember? I can't remember the name of that fucking movie. It doesn't matter anyway. But
not Gladiator.
He played, yeah, that's the one. He was Caesar in that movie, but I think he played this movie where he was in love with somebody, the robot, the like, what's that thing that sit in your yard? Tell it, Alexa. It was like an Alexa type thing. Man was in love with this Alexa business.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, it was nuts. But that's exactly what they're talking about, that thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the consumption that people do, innit, and the amount of time that people spend on it, which is criminal. I was reading earlier on that we've got, in Britain, we've got 57 million social media users, and the population's only, what is it, 67 million. So only 10 million people in Britain don't have, you know what I mean, aren't using social media.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's deep. That's a lot.
You wouldn't have thought that, innit? I mean, you'd have thought it would have been a lot, but that's like way more than half, more than 2/3. You know what I mean?
That's a lot. That is
But
a
I
lot.
think a lot of it's. I think yeah. So that's the time that, and I think that what he's saying here, the most used profile that people use is WhatsApp, which kind of makes sense in a way. I think that's just a pure convenient thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a communication. That's the talk to your friends in any part of the world, and you use the thing.
Yeah,
Also,
exactly.
listen. Also, do you remember? I don't know. You know, iPhone users, they got the FaceTime thing in it, and that works anyway.
Yes.
You know that works any country, and you don't even charge for that. You know that, innit? That's free
Yeah,
video.
I've got FaceTime still.
Yeah, you can do that anywhere in the world. Anyway, listen.
I didn't know that at all, though, to be fair. I thought they'd charge you.
No. It's all free, mate. All free. What about the spread
Oh,
of
cool.
what about the spread of misinformation?
Exactly.
That's a
I
big
think
one,
that's
isn't it?
key. It's lies and crap that people
Fake-
talk on there. You know,
Fake news, conspiracy theories,
Fake
and all
news,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's sort of fake news and there's fake news, isn't there? So, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you know
The
what I mean?
social
Some of the stuff.
cohesion. This cohesion. I think we're gonna deal with this one on Sunday. This cohesion thing. We'll go into that on Sunday. Yeah. All right then. So what are you thinking about that, sir?
Well, overall, I just think generally it's more of a negative, isn't it? But I think it depends whose hands it's in, isn't it? In the long run, I think it's kind of down to the individual, but then not every individual is of sane mind. You know what I mean? You've got the rise of the keyboard warriors, isn't it? So
Which brings all
not
the
every
bullshit.
individual.
Which brings
Yeah,
all the bullshit of
exactly,
the other
like-
people, because if you listen, man, we've remember back in the days, right? You couldn't even call nobody international. You couldn't talk to
No.
nobody in another country. Oh, you'd have to spend a shitload of money. You had a satellite phone and all them fuckeries there. You understand? But this is what the social media has brought to us. We can communicate. You understand? Revolutionize. I think is revolutionize the way people connect and communicate and the access of information as well. Remember when we was young? Yeah, it was just bare talk. If you get a book, if you got some special book like the ISIS papers, remember? When you would get that thing, everyone would go crazy over that one little book, but now you got the source of information at your fingertips. Do you know what I mean?
That's the good stuff.
And that's the only good
That's the-
stuff. Apart from that, everything else is bad. You know what I'm saying? Because it turns into
The laziness
the
as
crazy
well. You know what I mean,
motherfuckers
guys?
getting control over it. Sorry, go for it.
No, I'm just saying the general laziness that comes, like you said, when people are just living on there. You know what I mean? Not moving, not getting off there, and then just spending their whole life on there, and like just being sheltered just on the social media platform. And like Johnny said earlier on, all the trolling bollocks and stuff that people do and hide behind it and stuff. And that's the real shit with it as well. That when we was growing up, you didn't see that stuff because it weren't there. You know what I mean?
What wasn't there?
And-
Sorry.
That, I mean, you wouldn't see it in, like when there's online racism and stuff, like it's spread everywhere. You know what I mean? Everywhere, like on social media and stuff. And then, it gets taken down and stuff. And, I mean, there's apologies made and stuff. And then people just put up another profile change up in it. So,
But listen, it was still there though, right? Because they just feel they got power now, or they can hide. They got a place to say what they can, shout what they like, and hide around the corner.
yeah,
innit?
exactly.
So it was always there,
Yeah,
though,
100%.
right? Isn't it? The attitude of
Oh,
what they
yeah,
felt
100%.
like, right? It was always there, isn't it? Now they got a place they can say what they like and chat shit, and nobody ain't gonna dash no stones on them except for cut them off their account, and then, like you just said, they can make another account just like that, innit?
Start up again, innit, under the next name, innit?
Just like that, mate.
No, Tommy.
What you saying,
Oh, Tommy
Johnny?
Cook.
What you saying,
There,
Johnny?
man, there. Nah, I disagree with what everyone's saying. Still, it's just people. That's like what Artie's saying. You get them keyboard warriors, the ones they'll say stuff behind the keyboard, but to your face, they would have never dare say them things that you get. And it's just like, it's just a next avenue for people to be brave on, isn't it? And it's just, boy, what can you do about it?
Nothing, because the people that run these social media companies, they don't seem to do enough anyway to stamp it out. Any form of stuff, you know what I mean? And it's far too easy to set it all up again. So yeah, it's just, I think it's generally a no for me on the whole, you know what I mean?
Because they said, I remember the social media company said they had something like, if you were about to send any hateful messages or something, it's got something that they can cut it out or before it sends some, I don't know, there's something, man, like what they're saying, but it don't seem like it's working or whatever they were talking about.
No, exactly. Everyone's on this other stuff, you know, it's whatever, Instagram, TikTok and stuff, isn't it? So,
or maybe they don't want it to stop.
well, I mean, like you said, people get banned. I've known of people get banned, innit, and get suspended off there, and then they just come back, innit. Sometimes they just have to come back. They don't even have to do a new profile or something. They say something or whatever, and then yeah, that's it. You just have to come off, mate, for a bit, and then you get a ban. Like they put you in jail for a bit, mate. And then you know what I mean. And then you come back again. So it's pointless, isn't it? It's all money making, like Teacher was saying earlier on, in regards to the marketing and all the other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because look, when you look on there and you see and you see things like hustlers, the adverts, you do a campaign, £5 to £10 to do a campaign to put some adverts out on Facebook, for example, yeah. And most of them things are scams, and they know it, and they don't even do nothing about it because they're still paying for the scam. Do you know what I mean? Whoever put that,
of course,
up there, they're still paying for it, so they don't even bother take it down. People are getting hustled for whatever, and they're like, you know what I mean?
No, 100%. They just leave it there. I mean, like I said, these guys have all been up. I'm sure all of these social media companies have been up before courts various times, and it's just, they just get a slap on the wrist, you know what I mean? Because as bad as that, you're selling people's data, you know what I mean? And you're still running things, basically. But yeah, sadly, I think it's the world we are in it. Like, if you've got nearly 9/10 of the population of the UK are social media users, then that probably tells you everything you need to know, innit, man, sadly. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if it will probably, as we get older, the amount of users will only increase, I would have thought. I hope not, in a way, you know what I mean, but I think they will.
You hope not?
100%, RT, because go on.
You hope not? Sorry, go on. Why you hope not?
Because I just think it's too much. It's in our society too much. You know, you've got the kids on it. You know, I have children, and I limit that, mate. That has to get limited. The usage. I mean, they haven't. No, my daughter's got WhatsApp. You know what I mean? So I can WhatsApp her and stuff. She ain't got a Facebook profile or anything like that. She hasn't asked me, and I'd refuse. You know what I mean? Anyway, that ain't happening. But yeah, and that's the thing. It's starting at such a young age as well now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, shit. We've got parents giving their kids phones and all that stuff, smartphones and all of that. Do you know what I mean? What about you, Johnny? Would you give your kids a phone? When would you? A smartphone or basics?
I reckon they have to start with a burner phone first, man. You have to start with that, and I would say, because what age did I say? You can get a burner phone from probably 15, 16, maybe. But the smartphone thing, that's just opening different doors, man. Because obviously you think you can patrol certain things they're going on, but there's a way around everything, man.
I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. I have an app on my phone, so I set a limit, and I can see everything she's been on, and every web page. You know what I mean, and all the shit she's been on, and then I know, you know what I mean. If anything untoward would come up, which it wouldn't, you'd just say no, that's it. But I have a limit, 2 hours a day. You know what I mean, and I say that's it. If other stuff's been done, that's not like in stone. That's not set in stone to say you can have that every day if you haven't done other stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll be interested as she gets older to see how it's going to work out with the social media nonsense, you know what I mean? At the moment, she doesn't seem that interested, but, you know, as the kids get older, innit, they change and, you know what I mean? They go to secondary school and all the other kids are doing it, you know what I mean, on that and stuff, so...
What does this app do on the thing? Does it tell you what they're looking at?
Yeah.
So you can restrict certain pages and shit.
Yeah, you can restrict pages and you can time on anything. Like, yeah, I mean, everything that she's on, every web page she goes on there, I can see. You know what I mean? And it has restrictions as well. So, yeah, that's the best. You know what I mean? I have to keep an eye on it. That way, the stuff she's looking at now is all right. That's what I'm saying. So as you get older, it's just what they're going to try. You know what I mean? When they go into secondary, which she starts in September. So
then what? Then you're not gonna. Are you gonna keep that thing on there?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's staying on there, man. They ain't going nowhere.
What do you think about that, Johnny? Would you do the same?
Absolutely,
yeah,
100%.
100%.
It can't go anywhere.
Because you have to monitor. I mean? You have to monitor all these things, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Even though she's very innocent in certain aspects, you know what I mean. You still have to like John said, you have to monitor it, mate. It's as simple as that.
So
you know what I mean.
So what about when she's what certain age and then she's not using your Wi-Fi? You can't monitor that, then, innit? What are you gonna do about that?
I don't know, innit? I can still use it because it's an app, I think. I don't
know. No. That thing.
She's got data, innit?
No. Let me explain to you. That thing, right? It's only going through your Wi-Fi. You control it through your Wi-Fi. You can't control other people's phone. That's something else. Yeah. So if your daughter, she can't do it yet, obviously. Yeah, but when she's of age, when she's got her own credit, she can just log off the thing and just go and do a private thing or whatever. You ain't gonna know any different, bros.
Well, as you say, you have to cross that bridge when I come to it.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna say that.
You know what I mean? Because at the moment, it's like that. At the moment, so you take it as that. Yeah, I'm not naive and not silly enough to think that. You know what I mean? When she gets older, you know what I mean, as a young lady. But I just try to hope there's an element of trust that, you know, she understands certain things, and even as she gets older. You know what I mean? But that's the law of averages, isn't it? The rites of passage that even us as young boys and stuff growing older, innit? You know what I mean?
Listen, you got to let them do their thing somewhat, yeah?
You watch certain things. We just didn't have social media, so ours was a video, weren't it, or something?
No,
you know
no. Our social media was out there, going out there. That was our social media. We didn't.
Exactly.
They don't need to go out there because they can just do it from their phone. Our thing was going out there and just doing whatever we wanted. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, always. Always out there, mate. But yeah, so that was another negative, isn't it? That some kids maybe do spend way too much time on that and don't bother to go and interact and lose social skills, innit? That we gained, innit? We gained good social skills by going out there 100%. And just say, all right, I'll meet you there, I'll meet you there, I'll meet you there. That was our social skills, whereas their social skill is an online group chat, you know what I mean? That's not meeting people. And then when they have to go out in the real world to get jobs and stuff, they're like socially inept, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They shit their pants. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it when I was training loads of new starters at jobs and stuff. And sadly, some of the young guys, 18, 19, and girls as well, to be fair, that's all they've known, you know what I mean? And they ain't had to deal with people face to face, not too many anyway. And then they just really struggle. Maybe, hopefully, later on in life, they'll gain confidence and be cool. But I think that's the real bad shit you don't want to happen to your kid or anyone, you know what I mean? That they sort of get sucked into that.
Nah, it's real shit though still, man. Because I remember even what teacher said when we were younger. We used to go out there. So, like, we knew how to talk to females and do certain things. Now, it's like, do youths even know how to talk to girls anymore? Like, or is it just some app thing now? You get it? Like, do they even know how to meet a girl in the road and how to chat to her and that thing? It's all social media. It's like some, you call it, man. It's like some. It's like some next universe thing. You get it? Like, they've left going outside to just sit down in front of certain things, and they've lost certain aspects how to do certain things, man.
Would you all right, yeah? Good. Listen, would you say it hits one or the other, more or less? Man or woman, boy or girl? Do you think it hits them more or less, or what? What do you think?
I'd say it's probably on par, even. I reckon it's a 50-50 thing, man. I'd say it's on par, man. I wouldn't swing it more one way than another. I'd say it's the same, man.
It's all right. Listen, would you say then, all right, see all these, so when you see these trolls and these people getting brave and feel like they can say what they like online, is it is it a male or female thing? I'm just trying to, yeah.
Yeah, I think in certain ways there's a lot of men in it, but I think there are women involved. I think it's so widespread now, isn't it? So both of them are just sort of, you know, I mean, trolling whatever, but in sort of different instances with some of the guys on there, whether it's whatever sports or something, you know what I mean? So some of the guys might do that, whereas, you know, some of these ladies that get involved in nonsense online, then social media wars, you know what I mean? That are arguing who had the best plastic surgery or something, but you know, that's So yeah, I think there's loads of them on there, isn't it, from both sides? I think it's very hard. It's like like we said, we got the best part of the population in the UK are on it. So out of those, you must think, gosh, how many? That'd be interesting to say. But I think certain I'd say industries, like you said, the sports thing, whereas I think a lot of guys on there, in it, the online trolls and stuff, you know what I mean? But maybe if went into other things, then probably a lot more women. But yeah, there's loads of that, and that seems to be growing in it all the time, sadly, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was just trying
like
to.
We said,
Go on.
No, I said, like you said, as time goes on, sadly, I think, you know what I mean, as we get older, it's just going to be like more and more everywhere you go, innit? You know what I mean?
Maybe it might be. It might go. It might
probably
go,
get
it might
a
go
job
the other
in.
way. Go on.
We hope so. Yeah, you probably have to go like in China when they're done that. They're doing that social credit system to sort of based off your social media likes sometimes. So, you know, go like that madness.
That's the thing. That's the Black Mirror thing you're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah, then they've done that over there. But they actually...
Go on.
I thought they actually trialled it, innit? They was talking about it over there as well. It's not, I don't think it's come to proper fruition yet, but still, the fact that they thought about it and they've considered it.
That's some bullshit, man. That's some bullshit. That's not going to happen. People will fucking tear up the place, man. That's how it's going to happen. So. How that's going to happen? That's not going to happen, man. That's not going to happen. With all the crime and everything and the technical abilities of all these guys who can run certain things on computers, no, man, that's not going to happen. They'll
maybe
find
in a place like China.
Huh? Yeah, China. I mean,
Maybe.
you could definitely see that going on in China. That
Yeah,
you know
not
they're a
over
bit
here. No, I doubt that, bro.
they're different. They're different
No.
over there, definitely. But here,
Not here.
can't see that, mate. Can't
No,
see
no,
that.
no,
You know,
no.
can't see that they're Rasta. You know, I mean, can't see that. You know. See, we could have had some. Hey, what? Anyway, this man, you best watch this film for next Wednesday. You know, I'm telling you.
I'm gonna watch it.
Let's watch this, man, because we could have been chatting some shit on here. What we were supposed to be doing. Do you know what I mean?
Better that crap.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
What else, guys? What else? Want to try to bring it into some women or something? Wanted to jump on the women today. You know what I mean?
What's been happening?
Yeah. All right.
What else were we talking about earlier on? Well, I mean, that was the main one, wasn't it? Social media. There's a bit of tennis going on lately. The old Wimbledon started in, guys.
Oh no, fuck all that shit. What about anything funny happen? How about that?
Anything funny? Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, the people tried to get in there, innit? Remember that, Johnny? These protesting oil people tried to jump in.
The protest people.
Yeah, they come in there.
They tried to get in on
there, innit?
Listen, they didn't do bad, if you ask me. The puzzle thing and some glitter they dropped on the thing. Minor thing to clean up that. They could have went in and come with all the madness that they, you know what I mean, and
all
dirty up the thing, dye up the grass.
Yeah.
They would have been fucked. Wimbledon would have been fucked.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they done. Where else were they? They was the last thing I saw them. They were somewhere else, wasn't they?
Horse racing, cricket, snooker. They've been
they done
everything.
the cricket. He ran on the cricket. The guy in it. I see the guy just got carried off.
What's this all over? Oil?
Yeah, the use of the oil and stuff in it, and you know the circumstances and how they extract oil and stuff all over the planet. I get it, but you know you're barking up the wrong tree. I think overall, but yeah, that one at the cricket was funny. The guy just picked him up and carried him off, mate. Just picked him up one time. Yeah, that was quite amusing. And where else were they? They were somewhere before. They've been everywhere now. They went on the snooker. See, when he went on the snooker, he jumped on the table.
And they died the table. Yeah.
Yeah, he jumped on the table, mate.
That was deep. That one. That one took a bit more work to do. You know what I mean? To clean it up. You know, the Wimbledon wasn't that bad, but.
No, not at all. What else has been happening? Try not to turn on the news because it's generally quite miserable nowadays, really.
It's always been like that, mate. It hasn't changed.
Exactly. You don't want to even look, mate. Hang on there. It's been all sort of miserable stuff, death and murder all the time. Isn't it?
Yeah?
What are we saying? Hey, someone's else.
I want to try and go into that thing that I remember Johnny was saying something about this crazy person that came down and saw this crazy person that came down and was a bit indecisive in her decisions. Do you remember that, sir?
Sure.
Do you remember this? You had a visit a few weeks back.
Go on.
And a bit strange behavior, you know, this strange behavior. I want to talk about some strange behaviors. Strange behavior from
different people, man. Just from
the opposite sex. Do you know what I mean? You see some strange behavior from them. Let's look at maybe, you know, dating potentially right?
Mm.
We all been there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure?
Go
Not
on.
really. What's the strange things? Have you heard anything strange? Yeah, like you know, some strange request or something strange. Have you heard anything strange on like a first date or anything like this or anything? What you say, guys? Or something, I don't know. You took a girl out for dinner and you just really, and she, I don't know. Strange for you, for whatever you thought was strange. Is it happened, sir? Anything for you guys?
That is strange ones, isn't it? Just don't turn up, mate.
What? She stood you up, yeah? She stood you up. Is that what you're saying?
You know, like you arrange to meet and then they don't come. It's like, all right, fair enough. Then, all right. You know.
What did he say to
Like, it's
turn
mad,
up then
didn't
in
it?
the
Get
first
cold
place?
feet last minute.
Yeah, why did
And
he
then
say
he
to
last
turn up?
minute-
Go on.
Yeah, no, it's just strange ones, isn't it? Last minute cold feet. I know, you know what I mean, in conversation, and then they just say, oh, you're just there waiting now? All right. But yeah.
That's
That's
out of order, isn't it? That's out of order. That's
Yeah.
out of order, that is.
I just laugh to myself. You just laugh to yourself, mate. You know what I mean? So, boy, it's what it is. Strange things like that.
What about you, Johnny? And apart from that week, apart from that other week, yeah, which was we know was strange. Like anything strange?
What can I think of? Not that I can think of at the top of my head. That I can think of. What about you?
Who you talking to me?
Yeah.
No. No. Let me just check who's listening. No. I'm joking. Just kidding. No. I'm trying to think back now. 'Cause it was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, nah, nothing really. You know, nothing really. Apart from this, some entitled people. Okay, you know, you go out there. I think right. Unless if it's a minor thing, it's a minor thing. If you're going out for a meal somewhere, a nice restaurant or something, and should you pay? Should you pay as the man? Fuck that shit. But should you pay?
What you're saying? If it's the first time?
First time, yeah, you're meeting someone and you're gonna eat some food
Yeah.
somewhere at a restaurant, nice restaurant, whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it ain't. It's
Yeah.
not. Yeah. Should you pay it?
Do you know what? For the first time, it depends who's it depends who wanted to go out. You get it? Because I'm the type of person. All right, cool. You come up with the decision to go somewhere. The first time, you better be dipping your hand in your pocket. You get it? But if it's the second time, yeah, I might put my hand in my pocket the second time. But nah, man, the first time, that shit's on you, man.
RT.
Yeah, so, well, sometimes I'll offer, and then other times just go Dutch, innit, mate?
What?
You know, some women, they'll be okay. If you say, oh, I'm going to pay, they'll be all right. And then someone say, oh, I'll go half. So I say, all right, then I'll go half then.
Yo, it's a halves thing, man. It's a halves thing, innit? Fuck all the long
You know
talk.
what I mean?
You know what I mean? Unless
Depends.
it's a if you're going for a drink, that's a minor thing. You know what I mean? Drink's a drink, innit? Drink's a drink. It doesn't matter who pays. And listen, if you just jump up and pay, keep everything in the middle, and there's no problem, right? You keep anything in the middle, because even if you don't like this person, it turns out to be a shitty night, you can at least turn around and say, well, look, I didn't fucking spend all my money on this woman. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know, it's funny, but I think that's the kind of thing you'd think about if it turned out to be shit. Yeah, if the if the milk turned out to be sour, yeah.
I ain't the type.
Yeah, you'd be
ain't the
pissed.
type.
I think you'll go away
Yeah.
from that thinking, "Bro, you know what?" And it would have been better if we went halves. At least I could have got a kebab shop after or something. Or, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Go chippy.
I don't know. But yeah, I was looking at the thing.
Go on.
Sorry, so I was looking at the thing, right? And it
Go on.
said that's one of them that you said ghosting, innit? Artie,
Yeah.
you said ghosting.
Yeah.
Artie, that come up as number one, ghosting. Catfishing. Catfishing.
Yeah, that's a
that
big thing there, isn't it?
how are you gonna do that today? Yeah. How are you really gonna do that today and still go on like you're gonna meet somebody? How are you gonna meet somebody if it's not you? If you're some
That's real talk.
total opposite, some Peter Crouch looking person, you know what I mean? And you said you was looking like Mike Tyson or something. I don't know.
I know my
big
partner
difference.
used to watch that show, and it's crazy.
Who?
He used to watch it, and I catch a couple. No, so my partner used to watch that for jokes, and like I catch a couple of them. Oh, it's mad! They try to do something big, like, and I said, I'm so and so, and then when they come out, they say, "Oh,
Some elaborate stuff just to, and it's like a fantasy, like, because it's like they don't even want to really have a date in it, because they just want to live in this dream of being this somebody else, right? It's like what they call that, the ego trip, innit? It's like they just want to be
Yeah.
somebody else for a bit or something.
and they want to do some acting." You know what I mean? Do some acting on there just to get through it, but then it's all fake, innit? But eventually you've got to meet that person. So if you want to form a relationship with them, you still got to meet them, innit? And then when they see you, it's a wrap generally, because you just, like you said, you put on your alter ego, innit? And
Yeah, look,
See,
what about
like
love
that.
bombing? Love bombing is one. You heard of that? Love bombing.
No, what's that?
Yeah, exactly. Never heard of that fucker. Love bombing is like intense, excessive display of affection and attention on the early stages of
Okay.
a relationship. Can be
touchy feely dudes, like too touchy feely, you know what I mean?
And no, I think it's like a reciprocated thing. I think this one is talking about this love bombing because it's about control. Yeah, listen, let me just finish it. It says, what does it say?
Yeah, sorry.
Affection, tension in the early stages of a relationship. It can be overwhelming and manipulative with the intention of quickly gaining control or commitment from the other person. Yeah, so that's some fucking crazy shit, isn't it?
Mm.
Trying to be nice, trying to kill them with nice kindness, innit?
Yeah. And then just switching up.
Yeah, stashing. There's another one called stashing. You heard of it?
No.
No.
Cheating. It's cheating, basically, isn't it?
Oh,
It
okay.
keeps their partner hidden from their... No. Excuse me. Yeah, no, it's when they don't tell nothing. Like, you go meet this person, right? You go meet this person, and that's it. You don't meet none of their friends. You don't meet none. You know what I mean? It's just them on their ones. That's dodgy, isn't it? That dodgy. That sounds like you're
Trying to
cheating.
think.
Mm.
Yeah, no, stashing. That's a new one. I don't know.
Bread.
But like I said,
Go on.
no, like I said, all of those things make sense in it when you hear those kind of things like that. You know, you get some mad bad. But I've never had too many bad. But you hear stories of other people and you think, Christ. You see that catfish thing's the maddest show, man. That's what I'm saying. When I saw that and the lengths and depths that people go to hide themselves, and you think, well, when you come out in sort of reality.
What about speed dating? Have any of you done it before?
No,
I never tried it.
I've seen it. I've seen it like on like programs and stuff, but I've never done it.
That sounds good. That sound, I think I would like that. That would be just quick. You know what I'm saying? No long thing. Quick. Who are you? You could size them up in 5 minutes, and then all right later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. No wasting time there. Oh, speed dating. They done some
What
shows
about-
about that, I think.
What about blind dating?
Oh, bloody! I remember that blind date.
What do you mean blind date?
That kind of
How
is.
do you do a
that
blind
kind of
date?
is like speed.
How do you
That
do a
kinda
blind
is
date?
like speed.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Speed dating is you can see everybody and you know everybody, and you just boom. You just got 5 minutes to chat to all of them in 5 minutes within, and then you just boom, move on. Blind date is what? What is blind date? You don't.
Blind date is if, all right, say if you got a sister or something and she says she's got a friend for you, yeah.
Mm.
And then she's like, all right, cool, you can meet up at my yard tomorrow or something.
But I'm not accepting
in that
that
like
until
a blind date?
No, man, I'm not accepting that until I see that person. I'm not going on no blind date. Are you?
No, me personally, no.
Johnny? I mean, Artie?
But
Go
I
on.
need to see first, bro.
I gotta see the goods, man. I gotta see the goods. You can't buy without seeing it.
Some silly black.
all right. You see, like, what's that program that Married at First Sight? In that like a blind thing where you just see them there and then on that you've never seen them before.
100%. That thing is straight. You don't know them, and you're just jumping into somebody. You don't even see a picture of straight marriage. Yeah, that's blind. Yes.
Me personally, if my sister said she got someone for me, I have to say, yo, you have to show me a picture or something. I have to see what this bitch looks like. I'm not just turning up at your yard and then see some girl like, boy, I need to run to the shop quickly, you know.
Yeah, blessings. Big up Becky Lou in the chats. Always coming through. Big up, listener.
Big up.
What is all right. Listener, big up the listener. What the listener said, not turning up is not strange, it's rude. Fair enough, isn't it? It's fair enough.
Yeah. Especially when you spoke to them as well, for you know what I mean.
Yeah, you should be able to be big enough and tell them, do you know what? I'm not.
I ain't about that. That's cool, man. Go about your business.
I've been ghosted on a visit before. It's not nice. You get it, so.
Yeah, it's a mad one, but yeah.
What was that there? A visit? I heard that ghosted on a visit. So
I've been ghosted on a visit, and that's horrible.
That's the worst one, because you got to go out there and you got to hold that shame, and everybody knows. Everybody can see that. Raw, your visit didn't turn up today, bro. Who was it?
Hey, sorry, I know this is going off topic. I remember the first time that did happen to man. It's like I was happy. I'm there out waiting out on the visit, and it's like what you said. It's like you're looking around and everyone's with their people there, and then people are like, yo, and they're asking you, yo, are you cool, bruv? Like, you cool? And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm cool. And then a screw would come and talk to you and whisper and be like, yo, do you want to go back to the wing, or do you want to wait the next? I'm like, yo, take me back in it. I don't want to wait. But I couldn't, like, I've had that. So, but like imagine sitting in like a restaurant or so and waiting for someone to come, and they don't, and the people in the restaurant say, do you want to stay for a bit longer, or do you want to leave? And everyone's looking at you. Nah, man, it's horrible, man.
And let's stay off the topic, because it goes into that thing of you remember when you go for your visit, right? Innit? And you go for your visit. I don't know about you, but the majority of the people used to dress up. Innit? They used to dress up and go to the visit and wear your nicest clothes ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I used to ask some people, why are you dressing up? Why are you wearing the nicest clothes just to go on your visit? And it was like, yeah, just to, keep up appearances and shit. And like, but listen, they know you're in jail, you know. They know you're in jail. I'm like, why are you dressing it?
Coming off road.
Yeah, innit? Like you just passed through. Yeah. Let's meet over here and have a meet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was a conference room.
Today,
it's a conference. It's a library. Let's fall in at the library and have a chat over here. Yeah, it's madness, isn't it?
It's real. Oh God, but that ghosting thing, man, it's just shit.
That's a mad one.
I don't think I could do that to someone, but if it was done to me, then
Depends, actually. It depends who it is. Depends how irritating that person is. No, don't you think so? What would you say? What do you say, Artie? What would you go somebody?
If negotiations weren't going well, then
Negotiation.
it's a possibility, mate.
What are you looking for? Settlement? You're trying to settle out of court? What are you talking about? Negotiations?
Negotiations, mate. They're no good, mate. Yeah, might get ghosted, mate.
It'd have to be something serious, though, right? I mean,
yeah, but then even
serious,
myself,
right?
like now, I'll just turn around and say, "Look, man, I ain't coming in. Forget about it, whatever, man." But you know, some people are different, innit? They're whatever, like, you know, for whatever reason, they don't communicate that well in certain aspects. So,
would it?
all right, go on.
No. Jump in, sir. Jump in.
No, go on.
No, because I'm going to change the subject. So jump in.
Okay, I was about to say to you two, if anyone ever ghosted you in that type of way, like on a date, would you be able to forgive them, or would you have to hear a suitable reason for you to actually give them a next chance?
yeah, just let me know what go on. And just say if whatever felt, that's okay, you know what I mean? But you still lacked a bit of decency to communicate properly. But you can explain something if they got a valid reason. Yeah, if they ain't, then might have to go still, mate.
Me personally, I don't think I could, man, because it's like, it's like you said, if you had a suitable reason, you should have been able to get in contact and even send a text. If you don't want to hit that, at least send a text and be like, yo, let's just forget about tonight or something. Cool. But to make me go and sit down somewhere, I wait on you and you ain't down. No.
Embarrassing. It's embarrassing, isn't it? And you're going to, let's say you was going to a bar and it was a nice hot day a couple of weeks ago, bars jam, everybody's looking at whatever, you know what I mean? And you're out there waiting for somebody that don't turn up. I don't know. Would I forgive? I don't know. I don't think. Well, I wouldn't be seeing that person again. I think so.
It's you know what it is. It's bad enough when you're waiting on someone and they're late, but at least when you know they're late and they're running late, then you'll be like, all right, cool, I'll wait a little longer. But just to be there and just, nah, man,
it's all right. Depends. I mean, some women take long to do certain things. You understand? And it's okay. It's okay to wait for them if they're one of them ones. And say that they're just taking long or they're trying to get themselves ready. It's okay, because at least they're putting in the work to come and link you. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It's better that than the woman that just she just come from somewhere dirty and sweaty and stinking and still come and check you. Don't even, you know what I mean? You'd prefer that, innit? You'd prefer a late thing than I was late because I was getting ready. Or you want me to come 100%. To you stinking, you know what I'm saying? Nah.
100%.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, listen, right? I remember I was somewhere, yeah, and I met this girl, right? She was really lovely, right? Really lovely, right? But she, I got this shoe policy back then in my house. No shoes allowed in. You understand? No shoes. Take them off. Yeah. When she took off the shoes, man, I'm telling you, it was fucking funk in the trunk, man. It was fucking horrible. You know what I'm saying? Her feet were stinking. I don't know, and it was like, it was just big smell. It wasn't even a whiff. You get me? It just gave you a Lennox Lewis. The smell gave you a Lennox Lewis uppercut, and he was gone. And I was like, and that just kind of done it for me. That kind of said, you know what? Can't run, this can't run. Your foot
the knockout blow.
What is for you guys? Yeah, what is? Guarantees. Would that turn you around?
Turn me around running, mate. Yeah. Turn me around running, brother. So, nah.
But listen,
Don't
though.
think I'm humming, innit? Like
listen,
that.
though. The girl is banging, a badass bitch. You understand? She's bad. You understand? Yeah, she's bad. So listen, put that into context now. So what? Would you let that go? A question.
Just
for
takes
both
a minute
of
to
you.
wash your feet, man.
Right, listen, you'll be like, look at you. You changed already. You'll be like, go wash your feet, love. You know what I mean? Go wash your feet. Yeah, it's all right, love. It's all right. Wash.
Have a quick wash.
Johnny, you gonna hold that or what?
It's a fight, innit, bruv? It's a fight, bruv.
What you're saying, that there's the first impression.
It's a banger. It's a banger,
Nah,
man.
that has to go. Sorry, that has to go, man. I
And
have to
she's
tell her,
bad.
yo, man, I have to go.
And she's badass.
Yeah, that is bad. That is bad. That is bad.
It's like my man from Arsenal, Claude, isn't it? It's time to go, mate.
Yeah, it's time to go.
R.I.P.
Time to
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Claude, man.
Nah, man. Nah, on a real teacher, that has to go, man. You have to just be like, yo, you get me that. Yeah, but nah, you have to go, man. Can't stay with that.
We can keep stepping.
Totally, 100%. All right, guys. So what? What's a? Have you guys been in a situation like that before? Anything like that? Or what would turn you around like that? Do you know what I mean? From the opposite sex, what would turn you around to make you say, you know what? Because it isn't just that. It's not just fucking your stinking foot. It could be your stinking attitude. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. The attitude.
So
as
what-
well.
Go on. No, go on.
Yeah, it could be a motive. Like you said, it could be their attitude. It could be their breath. It could be their foot. It could be their crutches. It could be a whole heap of things, isn't it? Like it could be like a thing. Yeah, it could be a number of things, a numerous amount of things, and you're like, yo, you gotta go, man. But at least if it was their breath, maybe you could give them a gum or something and be like, yo, you want a gum? What? No.
Have you said? Hey, I mean, have you ever said that? Have you ever said that to a woman before? Hey, you want to come?
Yeah, I take out some mints before. Bro, I take out
So
mints.
you want one?
Go, yo,
you want one? And she says
yeah,
no, and you're like, no, you want one?
If
Yeah.
they say no, be like, hey, nah, take
Hold
that.
that.
You sure?
You're like,
sure.
no, you want one?
You
Yeah.
sure?
No.
You sure?
You want one.
You sure?
You do want
Take
one.
one.
You
Take
want one, bro? I have a man that would even take it out the pocket and be like, here, take a mint in it, bro. Man, there's a holy, yeah, man. There's a holy, like I said, it could be crutches, it could be breath, it could be attitude, it could be just bare things. That it could be their teeth, it could be anything, man.
Well, yeah, I think just bad hygiene in general now is a turn off, isn't it?
Yeah, that could just be a holy, it could be a lot of things, and it's
anything. But like you said, teacher, it don't matter how nice the lady is, if the hygiene is terrible, not even bad, terrible. There's not much work you can work there because that smell's just intoxicating, isn't it? It's kill ya. So it's a no go. So it's better that they have the good hygiene, mate. You know what I mean? That's imperative, I think. Bad hygiene, like you can't teach it, innit? From their certain age, you can't really teach that. You know what I mean?
Bro, I used to know a woman, fam, where she used to go toilet now, and I'm not saying I'm there listening, but I hear the flush pool, and then I hear them come out the bathroom fast. I'm like, yo, ain't you gonna wash your hands? And they're like, oh, I did. I'm like, nah, you didn't. Go wash your hand because how fast they just pull the chain on the thing. You can't wash your hands so fast like that. Man. So yeah, there's things like that, and then you start to look at them and like, bro, you don't even wash your hands. So if you don't wash your hand, what else don't you wash? You get it? Like, nah, it's real still, man.
That's bad.
Hygiene, like what Artie said, hygiene's a big factor. You have to get me. It's a big factor, man.
No, 100%, guys.
What about okay? How about this one? What about you guys? Have you been the ghoster? How about that? Have you ghosted somebody?
Nah, never. I never have.
He was quick on that one,
Because
didn't
you
it?
know what it
Who's
is?
listening?
You know what it
Really?
is?
Go on.
You know what it is? I'm just upfront in it. Now I'm not gonna lie. I'm a man that can be late. People, I'm a man. I can be late. You get it? And I could be like, yo, I'm gonna be there in about half an hour. Man, turn up in the next couple hours, but but I'm a man. I'm still letting them know, like, no. But they could think I'm gonna ghost them in it. But I'm just telling them, sorry, I'm running a bit late in it. I'm on my way, but I don't think I could do that. I'm on the RTE train where I'll just straight tell them, yo, you know what? I'm not coming to see you in it. Like, it's not happening in it. Like, you see them plans we had tonight, scrap that. But to actually have someone waiting for you and not actually turn up, I don't think. I know I'm cold, but I couldn't do that to someone. I couldn't. Even if it was a little sketo girl or a little skettle girl or something, I don't think I could do that to them. Like, I'm just a man. I just say, yo, I'm not coming in it. Like, fuck it, just make other arrangements. I'm not coming. But nah, I couldn't do that, man.
What about, right? Have you been in a relationship, yeah, where that person is in love with you a lot more than you are with them? Okay. Have you been in, any of you guys been in that situation?
It's difficult to see. Yeah, from.
I mean, shit, you'd know by now if that was true, right? Because you obviously spoke about it. You would like to think, right? But yeah, no, anything?
No, not for me personally.
Johnny, I know you must have been in Johnny. Come on, man, you must have been in that, man. You don't have to put no details, no deets.
Yeah, on a multiple at times still.
All right. Because then that comes.
Because you know what?
Go on. No, sir.
Because it's like, because you got because obviously you got some girls now. Some of them come on strong in it. Like I've had some girl where I've slept with them. I've slept with them, and then it's like the next day they go their way, I go my way, and then they're all telling you, "Oh, I think I love you," and them thing, and you're thinking, "Raw, like, what's going on? Like, I can't commit to you like that. Like, I've only met you this one night, innit?" And then, obviously, as time go on now, you get affection and feelings for them. But to the question what you asked, yeah, I feel there has been times where they've been more in, like, they've had more love than what I've had for them, and it's sometimes it's not for my lack of trying. You get it? It's just, it's like they're trying to force it in it. They're trying to force it out of you, like, and it's like, yeah, when you're doing that, you're not gonna get the full 100 out of me, innit? I'm just gonna be just there, innit? Just yeah.
Just there, yeah. Just
there for whatever you wanna, yeah, just there, innit?
Yeah, because it's not a good thing, innit? It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling on both sides. Have you been on the other side of that, Johnny? Or
Yes.
what about you, Art?
Yes.
Go on, Johnny. Go in it.
Bro, I remember I had one little thing back in the day, say a few years ago, and it's like, this is what's made me cold-hearted now, innit? Like, bro, I had one little brown thing back in the day, and it's like, she looked the part, bro. I basically told her my feelings. I was like, yo, I think I love you, innit? And it's like, she basically told me, like, well, I don't think I'm there yet, but it's like, but you know what it was? You know what it was?
Go on.
I kept trying, and it's like, birthdays, I was bringing her places. I was like bruv, I was trying my hardest, and it got to a stage where I thought, you know what? I don't think this girl actually feels the same way that I do in it, and it's like,
Go on. How long
not
did
gonna
it
lie.
take you to realize that? Go on.
All right, say, bruv, I was probably in this for all of like 6 months, bad man.
You was putting in the work.
And I was putting in the work, bad man. It's like, and it's like, I realized to myself, do you know what? This girl don't feel the same. Because I could just see in her mannerisms and how she used to act. And it's like, I used to like be on them ones like, so where you two? She's like, oh, I'm at my friends. Oh, so what time you going to be finished? Oh, I don't. It's just when the attitude didn't go, I don't know. And then I just thought, you know what? Fuck this shit, innit? And then, but it did. That was when that did burn me, that thing there. And it's like, I was putting in the full 100, and it's like, she wasn't in the thing, innit? But it's like, I kept trying to fool myself as like, maybe I could make her like feel the same way, but that's one, I think that's the one and only time in my life where I've actually felt that I was more in it than they were, but that was a harsh lesson, that one still.
What about you, Artie?
Nah.
Go on.
Nah,
No?
not really many, man. There's girls I might have liked and spoke to, but I wouldn't have pursued it like John. You know what I mean? I try a couple chat, and then one last time I say nah. Even like internally, you might still like that girl for long. You know what I'm saying? But
You wouldn't have
I
put your
never
hand.
pursued
You wouldn't
it,
have put
John,
your
mate.
hand in your pocket.
I can't be arsed, bruv.
You wouldn't have put your hand in your pocket. You would have just kept it on the talk level. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what? Just funny. Like, I don't know if that was I actually loved that girl, but even to this day, I still think about her. You get it? Like, obviously, I'm not going out and look for her, but I still think.
Ratted. Man's looking for her. Did you say you're gonna look for her? Did you say?
The one.
Did you say? Did you say you're gonna?
I said I'm not gonna go and look for. I'm not gonna go and look for her, but sometimes I think to myself, bro, like I wonder if it. But you see, when I actually deep it never would have worked, didn't it? Because it was me going out on my way fully all the time, and it's like, it never would have worked. But sometimes I think about her. Sometimes I think, why? Like, I wonder what she's doing nowadays. And everything.
Class. She done you up, man. She done you like a kipper, son.
Yeah, she done me like a kipper. She done me like a kipper, man.
Like a kipper.
Oh, broke man's heart, man. I'm on damaged goods right now. I'm broken, man.
All right. So watch her now. All right. So, how do you move today now? Yeah, because like obviously, yeah. I want you to say it. So now, how do you move today, old chap? Then, because you're obviously not walking around.
Today?
I know you said you're still cold and everything, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, how do you move today then? Now, if you know, she obviously affected you, yeah, but you don't fucking walk around with that pain. You don't walk around with that pain when you're linking the next person and thing. How it affected you? Yeah, totally. But it enlightened you, right?
It enlightened me, but it's kind of fucked me in a way as well, where you have females since then have tried to. They always say like I'm like a closed book in it. They're like, oh, you always act a certain way and that, but I've never told them about what's happened, like about that situation, because it's like that. There's just it basically turned me like I said, cold-hearted, like towards not. I wouldn't say like in a messed up way, but it's like I'm not willing to commit fully, if you know what I mean.
And do you think it's from that? Yeah,
100% is from that, because I thought that was the one at the time. You get it? And it's like when that did backfire, it's like I'm not, like I said, that's damaged me. I'm not willing. Maybe hopefully one day I could commit to a female properly and
if there's anyone
and
listening out
be-
there, yeah, we've got a vacancy available. Sorry, go on.
just drop a line in the comments, you get it, like, but yeah, do you know what it is? Sometimes I hope it's not damaged me for the rest of my life, you get it, but it has had a big effect, isn't it? It has had a big effect in my life.
Sorry, you want to say something there, Artie?
No.
Oh, all right, yeah, cool.
What about you, teacher? Have you ever been in? Do you feel you've ever been in love with someone?
I'm in love every day. And I fall
like-
out of love
like,
every night.
I'm talking about in a relationship wise with a female. Have you ever felt like you've been in love with a female and you've been on both spectrums where you've been in love more with the opposite and they've been in love with you more? Have you ever felt that's happened to you?
Yeah, of course. I think it's part of the learning, yeah. You have to. But yeah, you have to have experienced many different things, you understand? And it does enlighten you and
Yeah.
you know, but you're not supposed to continue with that shit, you understand? You're supposed to let that shit,
Yeah.
you know, like you're taking a shower, make that shit run off and just go and just move on. I think it makes you more equipped and quicker to just deal with people much quicker, and then you can look at the bullshit. Like you said, you could see certain things this woman was coming with. Like when you was phoning her and she's like, you're asking what time, and she's giving bare attitude because she doesn't want to come. Really, she doesn't want to do that. So I would read that straight away, and then I would just say, you know what, the game is, I'm not phoning you no more. You phone me, maybe I'll talk to you, but it's on you now. And then it will just phase out. You know, I got this thing where I just delete people's numbers. You understand? Once you delete people's numbers,
I already know that's how you stay. Go on.
Once you delete people's numbers, you can't, because nobody remembers anybody's numbers anyway. So they're gone forever. You know, delete all the texts and all that shit. Get rid of all that stuff. They're gone. They're erased. They're there, but they're not there. You know what I'm saying?
They're not there. Yeah.
But you have to come through the other side, though. You understand? Because potentially, that could make you miss the next thing. You understand?
Yes.
You could potentially miss the next thing that is right for you. You understand? So you must be ready for that. And that means we must be free of all the old bullshit. You understand? Because that's another thing. People coming into the relationship with their past rubbish, right? Not trying to sort it out, but then bringing rubbish into the relationship. Already it's not gonna work. Yeah? Already there's problems there already. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come correct and get off your bullshit and then come through the game, and then everything's all right. You know what I mean?
Maybe that is true. That is true. That is true. You know what it is? I just don't want to open, like you said, it should come with an open slate, but I don't know, man. I just don't want to open myself to that again, man.
You know what, bruv?
But then
Go on.
But then again, I should be able to see what's real and what's not real. It's like I could see it wasn't gonna work, but I just kept trying to pursue it, innit? Like, because I was thinking, raw, this girl's hot, you know. Like every time I look at her, I'm like, yeah, she's the one. But like, it's the attitude and everything was just bad, innit? And it's like it was me fooling myself, innit? It's like I knew, but it's like I knew, but I didn't know, innit? Like,
you knew, my friend. You knew, but you wanted what you wanted, didn't it?
Yeah.
And what you want, you're gonna get, innit? And you're gonna fight for it, or not fight, but you know, you're up for the long haul. Yeah. You're up for the long haul. It's gonna be a long one. All right, fuck it. I'm here. It's gonna take time, but Rome wasn't built in a day. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But this ain't Rome. This is Metropolis, man. And this one ain't having she's not having none of that shit. So yeah. No, you're supposed to get wiser and rise above it, and then you know what? Later. And then that's how you deal with all the the next one's now. You know what I'm saying? You read their bullshit. You see the bullshit. You like later on.
Yeah,
Later on.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Where's the Artie? You still there?
Yeah, man, still here, man.
what time we got there? Yes, a movie time. Hour and 20 minutes. An hour and 20 minutes. That's movie times.
Yeah, mate. It's that's nearly a good movie time.
Well, it should have been a Harlem Nights movie time. Do you know what I'm saying?
But someone did spoil it.
Listen, yeah, we're gonna look at Harlem Nights next
Ooh.
week, Wednesday, and try and talk, go through some of the funny stuff. For Harlem Nights, anybody out there, you haven't seen Harlem Nights?
Watch it.
Artie, tell us what about Harlem Nights. Who's in it? What's it all about, Artie?
Oh, it's a classic. You've got Eddie Murphy, you got Charlie Murphy, you got Richard Pryor, you got Arsenio Hall, loads of other classic black actors from way back when. Very famous people. It's set in when like the sort of 1918s and stuff there, and it's just a very, very funny film, but with obviously kind of serious bits to it, but there's just more humour involved with it, and there's too many. Oh, Red Fox is in it, if you know Red Fox. There's another one there, another classic comedian. It's like a who's who of comedians in there, and yeah, just a great film. From the very start, you know what I mean? There's like drama and stuff like that, and also shows about racism stuff in America in those days, and hustle and everything. Yeah, just a great film. So if anyone listening hasn't seen that film as of yet, try to catch it. It's 1989. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's classic stuff, man. Hilarious. If you don't find it hilarious, I can't help you. But
yeah, listen, it's one of the funniest films out there, underrated. I was surprised that people don't know about that film.
Yeah,
you've missed out. You've missed out if you don't know about that film. But we've put in there Harlem Nights.
Have a look.
Just go and have a look at it. Next week, Wednesday, we're going to be chatting about it. Not really chatting about it. We're going to be chatting shit about it.
Yeah.
Going through all the funnies.
About it, that is Harlem Nights.
Yeah, big up, guys. Big up, guys.
Big up everyone out there, man.
Big up.
Oh yeah, and just on another note, just on another note of be safe online. You know what I mean? What's that? There was a thing I told you about, Artie, innit? Remember that search, the safe search thing for young people's? DuckDuckGo. Was it DuckDuckGo?
DuckDuckGo, yeah.
Yeah.
And the app I use is called Family Link. Anyone out there? It's a good app. Other family members of mine use it as well. It's a free app.
It's not thingy. Wasn't down with your thing, was it? Was it down with your provider?
No. You got to download it yourself.
All right.
Go to the app store, download it. Pretty good. If you have something similar, it's cool as long as it does the job, isn't it? But yeah, it's on there.
Yeah, blessings. Hey, listen, Sunday we got a nice, good topic. Yeah, we got a nice, good topic on Sunday that we're conjuring up. Do you know what I mean? So make sure you're there Sunday, 10 o'clock. Serious talk, not too much jokes, but I'll be back on the Wednesdays for joke. Bless up, guys. Yeah, nice talking, guys. We'll see you on Sunday.
Guys.
Johnny
always,
and Artie,
mate,
you're turning up. You're turning up.
Yeah, man, 100%. Come on. Did there, man.
Did there. Yes.
Did there.
All right, on that note, blessings, guys. Check out the Harlem Nights.
Take it easy, chaps.
Watch the Harlem Nights. Join us. At least you know what we're going to be talking about next week. All right, blessings.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace, laters.